For example, the Syrian middle class that hangs on in Aleppo, they're fighting ISIS on one front, while at the same time Assad's barrel bombs are being dropped on them by these Antonov planes from overhead. And so I think Turkey has a point when it says we should have a zone, across the north to protect the civilians. There's no reason that we should not be hitting ISIS hard, outside of Aleppo as they're trying to take the city, and at the same time, saying no to the thought that the barrel bombs, especially now that they're dropping chemicals, will be allowed to fly over that airspace. We should work with Turkey and with other neighboring states to prohibit the operations of an air campaign against the civilian population with the dropping of these barrel bombs with chemical and other weapons. And at the same time, we should be calling in airstrikes on ISIS. So you can't just fight ISIS on one side of a border and not on the other. It's got to be a concerted effort. And lastly, we should be helping the middle class in Syria and the Free Syrian Army there in Aleppo. I see that we're training them, but we've only trained, several hundred. I mean, we need to be doing this in conjunction also with countries in the region, the Jordanians, Turkey, other states that are stakeholders in this that have shared sort of the same observations I'm making right now, that the time is now to come to the aid, in terms of protection. And that's the step I think all of us could agree on, or should agree on, in terms of protecting the civilian communities up there in Aleppo and in the north. And you have the same situation near the Jordanian border where we could be doing the same thing.